I don't know about you, but I could really do with a haircut. It's been 3 months now and my usual salon is still closed. If I had a partner, I would get them to do something with a pair of clippers, but that's not possible. I could, of course, go to one of those backstreet barbers and get it done on the sly, but since you see my hair on camera pretty much every weekend, I don't think I'd be able to get away with that. My hair is becoming a bit like a local landmark, and if this lockdown goes on any longer, I'm going to need listed building consent in order to get it removed. So for the time being, I'm just going to have to tame it as best that I can. It's a funny thing, hair. We all have it, or at least have had it at some point in our lives. And like with a lot of things, it's not something we can have much control over. Its extent, its colour, its consistency, its behaviour, and indeed its location can sometimes leave a lot to be desired. We can spend a lot of time and money trying to get our hair to do the things that we want it to do. And for some people, it's a bit like having a very, very expensive pet. For the most part, in this battle between ourselves and nature, we can, with the aid of modern technology, gain the upper hand. But in a crisis like the one we're in at the moment, it can seem as if the boot is very firmly on the other foot and that nature seems to be getting her way. Who knows how things will turn out? What if the salons never reopen? The reason I'm telling you all this is that the Holy Spirit is a bit like hair. The Holy Spirit, given to the apostles at Pentecost and given to us almost continuously throughout our lives, comes to us in ways that we most definitely cannot control. The Spirit of God brings us gifts and skills and talents and abilities and insights and opportunities that are many and varied. But it can sometimes seem that their nature, timing and behaviour can leave a lot to be desired. The Spirit can bring us gifts and opportunities that we need and that we want. But the Spirit can also seem to give us gifts and opportunities that we feel that we don't need and we certainly don't want. We can spend a lot of our lives wrestling with this Holy Spirit, trying to bend her in doing things our ways, trying to suppress some of her gifts and trying to force some of the opportunities that she is not gracing us with. And we can get quite good at this. We can almost get the feeling that we can control and indeed channel the working of the Holy Spirit in our lives. But it's precisely now, precisely in a time of crisis, that we realise that this is a mistake. There's times when, if we're not prepared to let the Holy Spirit have her way with us properly, then we do at least need to be able to work with her. We do at least need to be able to cooperate with her. We do at least need to be able to use her gifts and to take her opportunities and to follow her promptings in our lives. The Holy Spirit is not just an expensive pet, and she's not an exotic bird. The Holy Spirit always wins out in the end. And so here are some questions. What opportunities, gifts and insights is the Holy Spirit giving you and me? Number 2, in what ways are you and I ignoring these gifts and suppressing these opportunities because we're afraid of what will happen if we let God be God? Number 3, it might feel as if God is saying no to a lot of things in our lives right now. But what is God asking you and me to say yes to? And number 4, when is the barber's opening?